Hello everyone, welcome to our most important lesson yet, adding and subtracting decimals. This is a key skill you use all the time in real life, and we'll learn the simple rules and practice with fun examples. Let's get started. I'm Bryce Chen from Veritas Collegiate Academy, Arlington campus. By the end of this lesson, you will know the single most important rule for working with decimals. You'll be able to confidently add and subtract them using a simple method, and you'll learn how to apply this skill to solve real-world problems about money, length, and weight. Here is a golden rule. The most important thing to remember: always line up the decimal points. When writing down the problem, make sure the commas are perfectly aligned, one under the other, and this ensures that we are adding or subtracting the correct place values, like tens with tens and hundreds with hundreds. Just like this. Adding decimals is just like adding whole numbers, with one extra step at the beginning. First, line up the decimal points. Then add zeros to make the numbers have the same length after the decimal point. And after that, you can add the numbers from right to left just like you normally do. Okay? So finally, bring the decimal point straight down into your answer. Let's emphasize why aligning the decimal point is so crucial. It's all about place value. You wouldn't add apples to oranges, right? In the same way, you must add tens to tens and hundreds to hundreds. Lining up the decimal points makes sure this happens automatically. Sometimes the numbers we're adding don't have the same number of digits after the decimal point. For example, 5.2 has one digit and 3.45 have two. And to make it easier, we can add a placeholder 0 to the end of 5.2, making it 5.20. This doesn't change its rule, and it doesn't change its value, but it makes the columns line up perfectly for addition. And once the decimal points are lined up and we've added our placeholder zeros, the hard part is over. Now you can just simply add the numbers from right to left, exactly as you would add whole numbers. 0 plus 5 is 5, 2 plus 4 is 6, 5 plus 3 is 8. It's that straightforward. And we get our answer, which is 8.65. Let's put all the steps together with our example. 5.2 plus 3.45. Step 1. We need to line up the decimal points. Step 2. Add a placeholder 0 to 5.2, making it to 5.20, right? And step 3. Add the numbers like whole numbers. And the final step is to bring the decimal point straight down into the answer. And the result is 8.65. Perfect. But what about subtraction? The process is identical. The golden rule still applies. Always line up the decimal points. And let's try one. Let's write 7.8 minus 2.34. First, we need to rewrite it as 7.80 minus 2.34. Then we subtract them from right to left, borrowing as we would with whole numbers, and the answer is 5.46. And that's how we subtract. Here are 3 examples for you to practice how to do subtraction. It's practice time. First question. 4.7 plus 2.15. Remember to line up the decimals and add a 0 to 4.7, making it 4.70. then add the answer. The answer is 6.85, which is option A. And here's my second question. 9.0 minus 3.2. What's your answer? Again, line up the decimals and subtract. And the answer is 5.8, which is option B. And you're doing great. Congratulations everyone, you're decimal masters. You've mastered the art of adding and subtracting decimals. Remember the golden rule. Always line up the decimal points. You can now confidently handle money, measurements, and many other real-life situations. Keep practicing, and see you next time for more math fun.